everybody.
Hi, everybody. Oh, it looks like I have a little thing right here.
You do, and me too now. A little
Hi,
flower on the side.
everybody. We're probably a little early.
We are a few minutes
Oh,
early.
4 minutes early.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, for once.
So here we are again on our spiritual Wednesday afternoon to share with everybody. I'm really excited about our topic today. We have a lot to cover. But first, before we do that, as always, we want to thank you for subscribing.
Don't forget, ask your friends.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And all the information, all the past life information, all the art that we show, everything that we do, you can find it on our website at soulsenlightenment.com. And I think that was Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
Let's see. Let's go find her. Let's go find our friends. There we go.
Laura? Oh, sorry. I forgot we were on.
There she is. Hi,
Hi,
Lindsay. Hi, Sammy.
Hi, Sammy. Hi, Lindsay.
So we wanted to start off with just a couple of questions that we had, right, Vera, from last week.
Well, let's talk about first our little advertisements to get them out of the way since we still have a couple of minutes.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because we're having a flash sale today.
Right.
And we're going to actually extend it this time for 3 days. So it'll be for the next, from today, Thursday, and Friday, on our Joan of Arc picture here.
Yep.
And it's half off. So any of the canvases or prints of this image,
Anything.
it's Joan of Arc, the promise is half off. So you can find her on our website.
Because there's two different ones, right? So
Yes.
it's the promise that's on sale.
The promise is on sale. Thank you.
And then what else? We have our normal, usual, visit our
Hi,
website.
Tiffany. Hi, Connie.
Tiff.
Yep.
Connie.
Visit
oh,
our
hi,
website.
Connie. I haven't seen Connie for a while.
Yeah, you can visit our website for messages from Angus on the other side, because obviously Vera being trans medium, that's where we get the information. So we have that always going on. Marcella, welcome.
Hi.
And
How's your doggy, Connie?
And
Hi, Maxine. She's a newbie.
Excellent.
Yay.
Excellent. At the gala, the theme was Catholicism.
Oh.
I think, and I saw someone dressed as Joan of Arc. That's really cool. There's a Joan of Arc school that's not far from Livermore. I want to go check it out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, actually. So that's
He's
pretty
cute and
cool.
spoiled. That's so cute.
Okay. So, Vera, do we want to answer just a couple questions really quick?
Sure.
All right. So the first one is right down here from Mary Lester. And she's saying, if you are a suicide or not, don't we have that option to reincarnate or not?
And there's always exceptions to everything.
Absolutely.
So, of course, we have the option, but we always strive to have our soul strengthened and, you know, what else? I can't think of the word.
And to finish that contract, to gain our spiritual golden keys, to reach our quest.
So then we do really want to come back. It's not that we have to, but we usually do.
We want to.
But if you don't want to, then of course.
It's kind of like going to school, and we might like drop out or take a little sabbatical, but then we want to get back in there and finish what we want to do.
But seeing as we have a contract with God and knowing how our fathers are, do you think that they would give us a break? Probably.
Depends on the father,
Yeah.
but God, yes.
Yes, yeah. So it goes without saying.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the next one that we wanted to get to was Allison. And Allison was saying, I also have a strange dislike towards the Romans. And
Well, you have to say the whole thing because that doesn't
Yeah,
sound
okay.
right.
Well, it came from, because you answered a birthmark question, I think is what it was, last week. And she was saying, thank you so much. This might explain why I love Egypt. And I also have a strange dislike towards the Romans. And I also felt like a warrior inside, but I can't help feeling like I have always been a girl. Now I'm conflicted. I know you said I should go with how I feel, but I don't know anymore. I even have a small fear of strong-looking men. Still, I can't thank you enough. So,
We're usually always both. You know, we come into life as male or female because we want to have that experience. So you've not always been a girl.
right.
It's both. You know, but you have had more female lives than male lives. Sometimes that's, you know, that scale is a little tilted, but we do try to experience everything. So
Yeah, and I wanted to say most all of my lives have been female because I really resonate to that, but I did have a male life because I wanted to experience that, just like Vera was saying, and even Angus. Most of all of Angus's lives, he told us, has been male, but he did have a female life. My mom's only had 2 male lives, so it kind of, you're right. I mean, usually it's going to be more, a little bit
that
more
we know
loaded,
of,
but
so
that
far.
we know of, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
we have more than we think. But
she's,
but since
she's
we're
giving me a hint.
but since we're in life and we're female, we tend to think we think like a female, so we think that every lifetime is a female.
Right.
And males do the same thing, and they freak out whenever they have a past life and
Yeah.
they're a female.
Yeah, and plus
So,
too, sometimes
yeah.
if we're female on the other side, we feel more female in life, so we might not resonate as much of the thought of
Somebody
being
had a
men.
message held for review.
But I just wanted to tell you that when I was a male, in that lifetime, I had no problem with it. I didn't have
Yeah.
any weird feelings about being male. That's just what we are at the time.
Yeah.
So that's all.
Yeah, it might feel awkward, but that's why a lot of times people that are gay in this lifetime, or a different feeling of a different person inside than they are on the outside, it's because they might have had a few lives before this where they were totally female, and then they
Right.
come in as a male but still feel that resonance of a female inside. And they're probably female whenever we choose when we come into life, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
Okay. So moving
Yes.
along.
yeah.
Angels are neither male or female. That's correct, Lindsay, although they do take on the visage
Visage.
of for what we need. For example, my brother resonates more to female angels, and he likes that, so that's what's around him, and
Yeah.
just saying. Okay,
Aloha, Roxanne.
on the other side, do we resonate as a sexual, what? Then, or we, I don't know what that means.
Do we have sex on the other side?
Oh, there's merging on the other side. So merging is not just, it's like a spiritual, complete experience. So there is that
It's
on
supposed
the
to be
other
better
side.
than.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Okay, so I'm
Okay.
thinking that we'll jump on into our subject because we have a lot to talk about today as far as Joan of Arc. Was there anything else that you wanted to address here
Nope.
first?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay, so we've compiled over the years a lot of information on Joan. I know that for me, when I was going through my own healing time, I was really curious about her because I really resonated to her, the experience of some of the things that she went through, and so we can learn from each other. And so that's one of the reasons why I had a lot of questions for Angus through Vera in trance about Joan. And some of the interesting things that we learned was that she was a messenger for God, first of all, and she is somebody that's actually in life, and she's a person just like you or me who's on her own spiritual journey and experiencing. Although, like Angus, she's a master teacher on the other side. So at night, at night when we're soul traveling, we can go to the other side, and she does that and helps people there, like how Angus helps people on the other side. What else can we say about Joan? One of the interesting things, and the reason I'm doing a lot of talking is because I've asked these questions when Vera was in trance, and she doesn't remember them. I mean, we talk about things, but it's when Angus comes in, you don't remember. So
Yeah, but I have you, so.
yeah, so that's why I'm doing a lot of the
They
talking.
want to know where she is now.
She's in life now. She's a person that's in life. So, yeah. And that's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
So she's still continuing her soul's journey, and it's interesting too, you guys, because we all have, she's in life at this time, and we all have a dharma, which is something that we have, like our responsibility, something that we feel responsible for. So she has her dharmas too, and that one of the dharmas could be like, say, helping women that have been attacked in their life, because obviously that's one of the things that she went through in the end of her life.
Right.
And that's one of the points that we wanted to get to, because I was thinking there's so much to talk about when it comes to Joan. But one of the things is that one of the main points I think to her experience is that she, in the end, Angus said that although she felt like she had lost herself, in the end, before the end, she remembered. And I thought that was really cool. And that was the biggest takeaway for me personally, because it was that no matter what happens to us in life, no matter what trauma, no matter what we've been through, no one or no thing that happens can take us away. Those parts that make us up, whether it's our joy, sometimes we go through things and we feel like we're never going to feel joy again because of something that happened to us. And that, I think, was one of the main focuses of her life toward the end. There's other things, like, for example, look at how she was this poor farm girl. And the power that she was able to gain with people behind her, to basically not take down, but to change their whole country and what was happening at the time. It was a 100-year war between the English and the French.
But that just shows your chart pulls you where you need to go, and it doesn't let go until you do it.
Exactly. And but you know what I really liked about it too, though, Vera, is that, again, she was a poor farm girl. It shows that anybody,
And
young, she was a child. She was only 17 years old when this started. So it shows us that no matter how small we might feel, we can rise to do amazing things.
Yeah. I want to know where she is.
Where she is.
And is she part of our soul tribe?
Well, she could be.
Could be.
But yeah, when we've asked about her before, it's kind of like she knows, but she doesn't know, right? So it's kind of that kind of a thing. What else can we tell her? Oh, this is an interesting fact. There was a person in the end of her life, and he was, because you probably know the story, but she was on trial, and they found her innocent, actually. So the English decided to retry her, and they got I think he was a bishop, a Catholic bishop, that was corrupt, because they knew that he would not stop until he found her guilty. So it was kind of a setup thing, right? But here's an interesting fact, you guys, or information that we learned, is that evil bishop was actually a soul stalker of Joan that began soul stalking her in past lives before then. So was fascinating. Soul stalking is kind of a rare thing, but it is known to happen sometimes.
Bill Clinton had one.
Yeah, Bill Clinton had Star, right? Ken Starr, something like that. Yeah. So anyhow, but yeah, so that's a person that was trying to have power over her. And the reason I find this to be interesting is because Angus was saying that even with soul stalking, how we can, because we can't control what happens to it. We can't always control what these other people are going to do to us. I mean, you look around in the world today, and we can't control when a soul stalks us from life to life. But he's saying that we can get to the point where it doesn't affect us anymore. And I really like that. I really like that.
Me too.
So it's the main thing is to not let anyone else define us, no matter, because I think when I think of her, that's one of the main lessons I think of in the end, is that she remembered who she is, and they couldn't take that away from her. They could not destroy her light. She remembered that. Yeah. And I like that, because it's an example for all of us, And no matter what we've been through or no matter where we came from,
Yeah,
we still have that inside.
exactly.
What else? There's so many other things that we could say about her.
Deborah, you are so right.
What did she
She's
say?
going to trump a stalker in physical form. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
I felt needed to feel protected.
Mhm.
That's another thing about protection. Her armor, her guides had told her to always wear her armor, and even at night while she slept. And so she literally did that. But Angus was telling us it's also our spiritual armor too.
I use that in my prayer. St. John's armor. Yeah.
Awesome. Because that armor can protect us from our fears. Because when fears, like the night before battle, whatever battle is going on in your life,
Yeah.
or personal wars, what have
Exactly.
you, that's when fears can affect us the most. But no matter what our challenge is, when we have that conviction, which is why I like this image, that's why I drew her. She's protected by her own convictions and her belief
Right.
and her strength in what she was doing as that righteous cause. Okay, what am I missing here? Am I
Nothing.
missing? Okay.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay. Yeah. So what else here? Was there anything else that we wanted to bring up about her right now?
And she, the thing that you probably brought this up and I didn't hear it, but hi, Pat. She was also, she knew that there was somebody that was going to betray her.
Yeah.
And she still followed her convictions as well. The thing she did not realize was that the king was going to betray her. And
Right.
she thought he would be her rescuer because she was helping him,
I
you know, so that was huge
that
too.
was very huge.
Mhm.
And
that's what really kind of broke her down in prison, from what I'm getting from Angus right now.
yeah.
But Lindsay was saying that she did what did you say, a research project about her. So, you know, she probably knows a lot about her too.
I'm sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pat just said, doesn't Archangel Michael have armor on him?
Right.
Yeah. So he's that protection too. That way you can use his too as well.
Exactly. Michael is a warrior archangel. That was actually, it's great that you brought him up, Pat, because that was her angel that she really felt very
Resonated to.
close and
Yeah.
connected to and got messages from.
Yeah.
But that's really interesting because I could see, because that is something that was, I think that betrayal of her own
That's
people.
what really, yeah.
It wasn't her own people, but it was him. And I had asked him about that in a session once, and he said that on the other side, when the king did finally pass away, whenever that was, they had a meeting. There was a meeting arranged where she talked to him about what he. I think he could have done so much more.
Oh yeah, but he was weak.
He was weak.
Yeah. And that's what he, you know, and that's where she really helped him gather strength with what she was going to told him about what was going to happen with, you know, the fighting and how they were going to win the battles and stuff. But he was weak when it came to having to stand up for people.
Right.
So.
And it's interesting too, you guys, because that king, he's actually in life right now. And I had asked Angus, will she and he meet up in this life? And he said no, but that I don't know what you would call it, insecurity or lack of strength for that entity who was the king and isn't in life is a frustration for him in this lifetime.
Yeah.
He had said. That's interesting. But you know what? I do want to say one positive thing, because there was these different people, but she did have one person, and this is really cool. There was a scribe in that life that was always writing what was going on, because that's what they did in that time. And he was always kind of close to her, and he would write what was happening in these battles with her and all that. And he actually came into life as an author many lifetimes later, and he wrote a book about her. And it was his most prized book. It took him 11 years to write this book. He was a well-known author Guess who it was?
I don't know.
Mark Twain.
Oh, he's awesome.
He wrote all these books, but
did
he
write,
took
huh?
11 years
That's
to research and
right.
write this book because it was such a passion because he was there.
Yeah.
And
He
guess
was so
what?
spiritual too.
He's in life again.
Really?
He is in life again, and he's an author in this lifetime. But he's not like a well-known author.
Right.
He writes smaller things. But and neither is Joan, the gal who's in life right now. She's not a public figure. She's not like a well-known person right now. But yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
Very cool. I just wanted to tell you about that positive connection. And and the author that he is in this lifetime, he wrote a book about her too.
Yeah.
Much different.
Yeah,
But yeah.
yeah.
So it's really kind of cool. So, anyways.
So who's the author? Everybody wants to know.
I'll have to go back and see if I can't find his name.
Okay.
He's not well known, like I said, but I'll see if I can't find his name. Now, he doesn't know any of this.
No.
He doesn't know. He's actually, it's interesting. He's actually I think he's very Catholic in this life. So I don't know that he would believe in past lives and stuff.
Yeah.
But I find that interesting because obviously maybe he resonates to it.
Well, something has to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe he resonates to Catholicism because in that life.
Donald Spoto or Spoto?
I saw this man's face, but I can't remember his name. I saw it on the book. I'll have to go, because I
Yeah.
bought it. I'll have to go find
See
it.
what-
I'll have to go find it.
It might be the same one that she's
Yeah,
talking
it's
about.
just really, really cool.
Yeah.
But
It's awesome.
it is so interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, so one of the big takeaways that we did want to say though is that nothing that negative that happens to us defines us, whether it's our skin color, what country we came from, if we were poor whatever it is, doesn't define us. Only we can define
Right.
us, and no negativity can take away those beauties that we are. All of us, every person.
Pat was married and her son was baptized at Joan of Arc Catholic School.
Aww.
Or church, sorry. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go to the Joan of Arc school and church that's near Livermore.
Yeah.
It's not near Livermore, but it's over there. I'm
Right.
going to go find it. So.
Right.
Anyways, okay. So if you would like your Joan of Arc print that will help you to remind you to be protected morning, noon, and night, and to have that courage,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what is going on in your life, she's half off for the next 3 days. And then Saturday and Sunday and Monday, we are going to have
The other
the
one.
other Joan of Arc on sale, half off on all the prints. And this one's called Joan of Arc in honor of the maid. I gotta find her. She's in here.
She's in there.
I'll find her in a second here. But yeah, this is a subject that I feel kind of passionate about, and I actually eventually want to do a whole series on her and write a book, or I'd like to write a book on her
Right there.
actually. There you go.
Yeah.
Here's the other one. So yeah, I want to do a book on her based on the information from Angus
Yeah.
through Vera, as we always do, the past lives and the
Yeah.
and the art together.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Vera, was there anything else that we wanted to
Ooh,
tell?
Lindsay
our
went
friends?
to visit.
Oh,
France. Wouldn't that be awesome to do that?
wow. Yeah, that's exactly where. That is really
Mm-hmm.
cool. I have a collection of like photographs, but of course to be able to go there.
But see how many
That's
people still
amazing.
resonate to her in this life?
Yeah.
And it's because of what she stood for and what she, gave people
Oh,
hope
God.
and strength.
You just reminded me of another thing I wanted to tell them too, that Angus said about her, was that she never, being a saint was not on her agenda at all. Because it's like she's an everyday person like all of us are.
Yeah.
I think sometimes religion puts people up on this pedestal that they're a saint and nobody else can be like them, and then they're honored. But we all have value,
We
because
do.
all of our experiences and all the hardships and all of our background and everything that we've been through has value, and we can all reach those spiritual heights, not just the select few. So
Exactly.
she, that was one of the things that he said about her, is that she feels like all of us,
Yeah.
not a special
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
We're all special.
Maybe we can have a retreat in France. Eventually.
That would be amazing. Vera and I are open to lots of different
Yeah,
places for
yeah.
retreats. Always throwing that out there. If anybody has a place that we can gather for a retreat,
Yeah.
we'd love to come to where you all are.
Yep.
It'd be great. Okay. Well, was there anything else that we wanted to say, Vera?
Oh gosh, I think we've kind of, yeah, after this administration, I think we've kind of put her in a good light today. I mean,
Okay.
not that she was ever not, but yeah, to bring her spirit back up and just have the strength from her the way she was and being so young and so, yeah, I mean, she led an army. Come
Right.
on, yeah.
Yeah.
So that, and just like you said, she was an everyday normal girl, and look, and we all
Yes.
have that capability.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, it's our belief and our conviction
And it could be
our
just in
love,
a
our
small
heart.
way. It doesn't have to be huge like how she did it.
Of course.
But
Our passion, our purpose.
exactly.
Yeah, because yeah, she's not a big public figure.
Yeah.
In small ways, it all counts.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell one last thing.
Okay.
Angus has said that sometimes the most simplest things is the most profound.
Oh yeah.
So something that we might think is very small can change somebody's life
should
in
put
a
that
very
in
deep
quote.
and profound
Yeah.
way.
And if you guys
Absolutely.
want these autographed, it's just $5 more. I just threw that in there.
Okay. All right.
Yes, that is for sure, Pat.
Yeah,
The divine feminine is coming back.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I thought was so amazing about her example.
Mm-hmm.
She was a girl too.
Yeah.
To
and then
save
back
France.
then, yeah.
Asdenom sent a girl to save France.
Yes. Yeah.
But she was flanked by some very good people too. Very
Yes.
good men too.
Yeah. Yes, and we have to remember that it's
And a great
together.
mother.
Together, yeah.
And friends. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Because it's not just about that, but we have to
Right.
bring back that divine feminine too, and make it like it's as powerful or so than men.
Right.
Yeah, but of course we have to do it all together.
Yeah. Because the men that stand up
Oh,
for the right thing,
yes.
I just love them
Yeah,
so much.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Such a good thing.
Hi, Spice Beauty. She just said
Hello.
I
Well,
think that's it.
All right. We love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us for Joan of
Yeah.
Arc today and honor her. And we love you guys. Thanks for being a part of our soul
Yeah.
tribe. Oops. There we go. It's taking me 2 minutes.